Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 7 of the NHL playoffs. This is round 1, August 17th games. The games on today that we're just going to quickly cover, this is going to be a short one. We have Tampa-Columbus Game 4, Arizona-Colorado Game 4, Boston-Carolina Game 4, and then you had Vancouver versus St. Louis Blues Game 4. So only 4 games tonight, and surprisingly, no overtime games. What a shock. That's the surprise of these playoffs. No overtime games tonight. Let's go over what happened in each game. We'll start out in the East. We're going to go Tampa Bay versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. Tampa Bay is up 2-1 in this series. Korpisalo has been playing amazing. Vasilevsky, he looks good as well. Let's get right into the game. This will be a quick one. First period, both goalies are strong. They're saving everything. And that's nothing really else happens. There's no goals until we get into the second period. 16 seconds in, it's Barclay Goodrow from Coleman and Yanni Gourde. It's good work down low, and it's Coleman who gets the puck out to Goodrow. Goodrow actually fans on it, kind of whiffs on it, and that allows the puck to end up like handcuffing Korpisalo. Korpisalo does get his blocker over. He normally would make that save if Goodrow would have gotten everything on that shot, but he didn't, and the puck goes in. 16 seconds in the second period. It's 1-0 Tampa Bay. 4 minutes after that, Tampa Bay scores again. This time it's Yanni Gourde. I thought Shattenkirk had scored, but Gourde with a nice tip. And yeah, they take a 2-0 lead over the Columbus Blue Jackets. If you give Vasilevsky a 2-0 lead, you should be able to hold it. Though a minute and a half later, Cam Atkinson gets on the board for Columbus to cut the lead in half, 2-1. In the third period, I'm just going to say I believe Columbus outplayed Tampa Bay overall in this game, and they probably deserve a better result. But in the end, Tampa Bay is able to withstand the pressure. Vasilevsky's solid. He makes 28 of 29, Korpisalo 20 of 22, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are able to hold on for a 2-1 win. I believe in this game there was a goal, if I can remember correctly, there was a goal called back against Columbus, and that was some goaltender interference, which is unfortunate. I think that's when it was only 1-0 at the time, and then Tampa Bay obviously scored to make it 2-1, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, that's just how it happens sometimes. Tampa Bay takes this game 2-1, and they take a stranglehold on the series. They're up 3-1. Can Columbus? Can they do it? Can they win 3 straight against the Tampa Bay Lightning? Can't wait to find out. Next game, let's go right to Colorado versus Arizona. So out west, we're in Game 4. Colorado is up 2-1. Arizona did win the last game because Darcy Kemper, I think he made like 49 saves. So let's see if he can do it again. Let's just say things didn't go to plan for the Arizona Coyotes. Let's just go quickly through it. So Matt Nieto, he scores 14:07 in the first period. He comes over the line. There's a nice little play. He scores. That makes it 1-0 Colorado. And then they're on the power play, and it's Nazem Kadri from basically, let's call it his spot, just on top of the crease. He gets his third after a Rantanen shot. It drops to Landeskog. Landeskog just nice little tap over to Kadri. Kadri puts it in. His third of the playoffs. He gets a power play goal. It's 2-0. And then 3 minutes after that, Kadri gets his fourth. Another power play goal. Right where he is normally again. This time from McKinnon and Makar. And there you have it, 3-0 Colorado. Arizona can't score. They can't score. They're down 3-0 already. And from watching this game, it was just Colorado just like licking their lips. They knew they were about to just absolutely demolish the Coyotes. And the Coyotes, basically, it looked like they had already given up. So, anyway, second period, about 11 minutes into the second period, Donskoy scores from Burakovsky and Kadri. That makes it 4-0. And this is right after Chychrun had like a wide open chance, and he ended up missing the net. and then it goes the other way. Burakovsky down the left wing. Donskoy, Burakovsky feeds it over to Donskoy. Nice little goal. Not much Kuemper could do. There you have it, 4-0. Chychrun does get on the board after. 2 minutes after that, they're on the power play, and he absolutely snipes it over Grubauer's shoulder to make it 4-1. Make it a respectable 4-1. Until we go in the third period, and 19 seconds in, Cal Makar does his best Bobby Orr impersonation, whatever you want to call it. He basically just goes from his own end. Call it Niedermeyer, whatever you want. Just picture an end-to-end goal. He goes around one player, he goes like through one guy's stick and then through the other side, and then dekes out the goalie, backhand goal, 5-1, unbelievable goal. Again, another day, maybe another goal of the playoffs. 2 minutes after that, 2.5 minutes after that, Calvert gets on the board from McKinnon and Graves. They make it 6-1, and then at 16:24, Rantanen scores on the power play. They make it 7-1. Let's be honest though, this game was over after the first period. Colorado wins 7-1. They take a 3-1 series lead. Darcy Kuemper got left out to dry today. Raanta got left out to dry today. Grubauer made 14 of 15 saves. So 15 shots, made 14 saves. He didn't have much. And that's it. Arizona's in trouble. Colorado up 3-1. Next, let's go Boston, Carolina, Game 4. Boston's up 2-1. Remember, Rask, he's out. He went to the bubble. He's out of the bubble now. And Svechnikov, he got hurt. Char hurt him. I don't know, that leg's messed up. So let's just get into the game, really. Williams gets on the board first at 19:07 of the first period with a shot that Halak should have saved. He just whiffed on it. It went over the pad, under the glove, but it was like Halak just whiffed on that goal. He'd like that one back. Carolina's up 1-0 after the first. Go to the second period at 12:08. It's Martin Hook this time. He gets a nice goal. Again, just over the pad, and it's glove side. Again, Halak probably would like to have that one back as well, and it's 2-0 Carolina. So 2 goals Boston would like to have back. And yeah, they're down 2-0. And we go into the third period. And then this third period, holy momentum swing. So at 7:26, Jake DeBrusk scores, Kasha and Clifton. And basically it was like puck to the red line, to DeBrusk at the blue line. He kind of like tips it past the defender and then beats him to the puck. And then Reimer comes out and he ends up hitting Reimer, diving and scoring. What a goal by Jake DeBrusk. It's nice to see that secondary scoring for the Bruins come through when the big guns weren't scoring, weren't doing much this game. So he scores, cuts the lead to 2-1. And then 2.5 minutes after that, Clifton scores, his first of the playoffs, ties it up 2-2. A minute and a half after that, it's Brad Marchand scoring a Brad Marchand type of goal. Gets behind the D, it's 1-on-1 with Reimer. He does his whole deke thing, pulls the goalie out, and then just slides it 5-hole. I've seen that goal so many times. This time he did it from the forehand. Normally you see him do it, go through the backhand and put it 5-hole. But that gives him a 3-2 lead. And then 2.5 minutes after that, it's Jake DeBrusk again from Kasha and Krejci. It's a great little play. So Krejci's low, he feeds it to Kasha, who's like top of like the circle, and Kasha was just like a soft little one-touch down low to DeBrusk, who's coming out, and DeBrusk just beats Reimer. I don't know where Carolina was on that play. Lost defensive coverage for sure. And that makes it 4-2. So within 4 minutes, well, not even within 4 minutes, we'll say within 7 minutes, Boston scored 4 goals. In 4 minutes, they scored 3 goals to tie the game and then take a 2-goal lead. Carolina does make a game of it. They do score with a minute and a half left. Teravainen scores after like Hamilton shot it and it bounced off a couple people and ended up bounced off Teravainen, or I don't really remember, to be fair. Bounced off someone. Anyway, it goes in, makes it 4-3, but Boston's able to hold on. I'll say this: Carolina looked good, and then that third period happened and Boston just went to another level. My God. So Reimer ended up saving 29 of 33. Halak only faced 19 shots this game. That goal score in that 7-minute span is huge for Boston, because really, Halak didn't look good. I'm surprised Carolina didn't just throw more pucks on net, because all the goals were quite weak. So going into Game 5, I expect Carolina to just throw everything on net. Also note though, Captain Jordan Staal, did get hurt this game. McAvoy absolutely rocked him when he's trying to get the puck out of his zone. I don't know if he's back, and if they lose him as well, on top of Svechnikov, Carolina's in trouble. But I see in Game 5, Carolina's just going to fire pucks. Just going to fire pucks on Halak and hope for the best. Because look what Boston can do when you open it up and you give them some chances. Anyway, Boston takes this game 4-3. They're up 3-1 in the series. Can't wait for Game 5. Last game of the day, we have St. Louis Blues versus the Vancouver Canucks. Vancouver's up 2-1. This is a big game for St. Louis. Big game. And they played really, really well. They ended up throwing 37 shots against Markstrom, compared to the 23 against Jake Allen. Yes, Jake Allen's back in. He got the win for St. Louis last time. He's back in that again here. St. Louis scores first. It's Ryan O'Reilly. He gets his second of the playoffs. I think it might have been his first against Vancouver, actually. He scores at 16:43 on the power play. A nice little goal where I think he just pulls the puck. Well, that might have been his second goal. Spoiler alert. He's down low anyway. He scores from Pietrangelo to make it 1-0. Second period, and it's Miller this time. Miller gets on the board for Vancouver at 40 seconds into the second period. So whatever Travis Green said to the Canucks, it worked. 40 seconds in, he scores, makes it 1-1. But then 6 minutes after that, Ryan O'Reilly scores again. I think this is the one where he pulled the puck from like the side of the net, pulls it up and just fires it into the open net. He makes it 2-1. So his third of the playoffs from Perron makes it 2-1 St. Louis. And then around 9 minutes after that, it's Pietrangelo on the power play. He scores. He makes it 3-1, and I think that's a really big goal. Vancouver started to come back alive during after that 2-1 goal by O'Reilly, but that power play goal by Pietrangelo, and I think it was Besser who took the penalty, where Vancouver was on the power play at first, and then they had the puck in the St. Louis zone. And Besser had like those typical penalties where it's like a tap on the gloves. He tapped on the gloves and the St. Louis Blues player fell into the boards. So I don't even know what the penalty was, slashing something. Anyway, he wasn't too happy about it. Pietrangelo scores on the power play. Besser's upset. Vancouver's down 3-1 heading into the third period. And in the third period, St. Louis played St. Louis hockey. Vancouver couldn't get anything past Allen, and St. Louis, the reigning Stanley Cup champions, were down 2-0 in the series. They are now tied 2-2. I think Vancouver's in a little bit of trouble. They need to go back. They need to regroup. I'm still rooting on Vancouver here, but St. Louis has the momentum. So they take this game 3-1. Series is tied 2-2. And there you have it. That's it for Day 7, August 17th. Games done. Tampa's now up 3-1. Avalanche up 3-1. Boston 3-1. And St. Louis ties the series 2-2. Tomorrow's games are going to be exciting. You got the continued battle between Hart and Price, where Philadelphia's up 2-1 in the series. You have Calgary-Dallas. I hope Game 5 is just like Game 4, because that was an amazing game. That series is tied 2-2. You have Washington trying to stave off elimination. They're down 3-0 against the Islanders. And then you have Chicago trying to get another win and stop the Golden Knights from moving on to the next round. Golden Knights are up 3-1. Can't wait for tomorrow's games. Cheers.